Today we're going to be understanding how to build an undeniable offer in order for people to feel stupid not to buy from you. This is exactly the same framework that I use for my offer that I scaled $11,400 over the last 30 days. And this is what I call the hell yes offer. Let's jump straight into this. Because I remember at the beginning, one of my biggest mentors introduced me to the idea of value. And when he showed me his offer sheet of 5 pages, he wrote down every single problem I had. At the end of the day, entrepreneurship is just about solving problems. I give an example of these big companies. For example, Uber. The problem was that getting taxi was unpredictable and you never know how much it would be costing. So the solution is an app which connects taxis nearby you and it tells you exactly the price before. Airbnb, for example, people had a lot of houses, but they were empty since they were not inside. So why not using an app, an application, a marketplace for empty accommodation to start already making profits and make them work? Zoom, people, for example, didn't want to travel all over the world to just see someone in real life. So why not creating a communication tool for business operations? This is exactly how entrepreneurship works. Because at the end of the day, your ICP has two different stages. Their current stage of right now and their dream stage. And majority of time, they're not at their dream stage. Why? Because they didn't solve problems of your current stage. So if you're able to solve those problems and bring them into the dream state, they are willing to pay. So how do you actually build an offer at the end of the day? You need to exactly write down every single problem that your ICP has. So that's the reason why you need to break it down your ICP really well. If you still don't have your ICP ready, go watch the YouTube video before or the module before and break it down really well, every single problem that your ICP could potentially have. And you need to create solution per each problem they have. Sometimes people, when it comes to building offers, they just build offer based on how they want to share information they know. No, you actually need to build an offer based on the problem of your ICP. However, not all solutions are created equally. Okay, there are three kind of ways in order for you to build solutions. Or you can make it the done for you solutions, done with you solution, or do it yourself solution. Let's give an example. If you need help to eat healthy, what could I do to be most useful for you? You can do three things. Or I live with you and I cook you all the meals, done for you. Or I write you completely and personalized plan and tell you exactly what to buy. This is done with you. Or I can just send you a healthy eating guide, which is do it yourself. So all these solutions that I showed you solve the same exact problem, but in different degrees of help. Obviously, our aim in order to build a hell yes offer that we used to call is actually to make as much as done for you as possible in order to make it even more valuable. But obviously, logistically, sometimes you cannot. Okay, so it's really tough. So you need to make as much done for you as possible. Now, how do we build this 30K a month value checklist? Okay, so let's break it down for a second. Okay, so this is the undeniable value checklist of normal creators. Okay, so this is exactly how I build my offer. So first of all, I write down every single ICP problem that I can think of. Then I build solution and then understand how I can help them. So ICP problem, for example, my team struggles with accountability on posting. So what I can do is I can create a post tracking sheet in order for people to check everything up, to check if they're posting, to check if everything is okay. This is though a do-it-yourself sort of solution. Step number 2, lack of understanding, or for example, lack of understanding of how to sell. So what I can do is I can build the weekly sales training calls. So this is done with you. Okay, so every single week I go there, I go live and I teach people how to sell. No idea how to find who your ICP is. So what I can create is a ChatGPT prompt in order for you to understand who's your ICP. And this is completely a down for you solution. What I can do is also struggle with accountability of posting. I can also create, like, I can ask, for example, I can provide a virtual assistant that checks for you. Okay, this could be, for example, a done for you system. Okay, so it really doesn't matter. So your goal is to put as much as done for you as possible. That makes even more hell yes offer than anything else. So after you isolated the problems and you have them clear, step number 2, we need to think, okay, how can we solve the problems for them? So the first question that I ask myself is, what did you do? So when you had that problem, how did you react? How did you solve that? Because majority of times the same solution are the same one that we used in the past. And if it works for you, it will work for them as well. So for example, going back to the value checklist, okay? For example, I remember I didn't have an idea how to find my ICP. So I created at that time a chat prompt. So why not sharing that to them? Perfect. Or another question that I will ask myself is, what did you wish you had? So for example, I remember that I didn't know how to sell to people, right? So I started creating, for example, group calls per week where I teach people how to sell. So what did you wish you had? And what do other people do? That's another way of thinking. How do we find solution? Okay, I look at my competitor. That competitor teaches people in these terms. Okay, so why not using the same? Because at the end of the day, you don't need to reinvent the wheel every single time. There are already ways to solve problems for people that are out there. And then step number 3, you need to improve it. Okay, I'll give you an example of Steve Jobs, that he was about to launch the first iPhone, but he noticed that by putting the iPhone in his pocket with the keys used to be scratching all the screen. So last minute before the launch of the product, he asked to completely do the all iPhones and redo the screen in order to make it even stronger. This is exactly what does it mean. So you find a solution, you build the Apple, but then you understand that there is something different that has to be solved, so you adapt, you evolve, you improve it. Okay? This is exactly how it works. So every single time that you find a better way to do stuff, improve it. Okay? So next actionable plan, step number 1, so improving the 30 days value checklist continuously. So right now start using this, okay? Use your offer, this thing. So I'm gonna be sharing that to you as well, so you can have the access. So use that, build that offer, but then in the meantime, improve it. Try to make it as done for you as possible. And then you have an undeniable offer that you can use. Guys, for me, it was a pleasure. See you in the next video, because we're gonna be understanding how to build a content strategy in order for you to have a continuously high paying customers coming at you. Guys, for me, it was a pleasure. Peace out.